To another episode of Danner Welding Fabrication. We are going to do some welding up some 4-link tabs and the actual 4-link bars to the Heim joints. And I already got my filler rod ready to go. Some alcohol as the prep. And then I'm going to DA sand the end of these bars for better weld and, you know, better looking welds, of course, because preparation is everything in this world with welding. So I'm gonna get my argon bottle hooked up to my TIG welder and basically get to it. Always clean your filler rod. Look how dirty just from one filler rod. Now it's back at it. I got my 25% CO2 and 75% argon tank exchanged. Got a new bottle over there. Now I just briefly tacked these up real quick to kind of get an idea for what to do on this side to transfer the other side. But what I first did is knocked off the old bed mounts off the frame rail. I just plasma cutted the heads off and just drilled. I used the air hammer to poke all the old rivets out. So I got that all cleaned up. Grinded the paint off this frame rail so I can get some good weld and penetration. This is where it currently sits at. I don't think it's too terrible. This is going to be almost fully laid out. So at right height, the bars should be a little bit of an upward angle, if not level. So we are about to see that, but I gotta dismount this AC compressor. It's electric AC compressor, it's bolted to the frame. So I'll mount that, knock those rivets out on that side, and then tack up the 4-link bars on this side. So, but first we gotta finish tacking up this side because I only put 2 tacks on her and I want to put 4. So let's get to it. Alright, well, I got my camera propped up on this jack stand deal because I can't afford a tripod apparently. Not that I can't afford it, but I just don't feel like buying one. So just making my life a living hell. But let's get the rest of these tacked up real quick. forgot about these, but I gotta install these after I get the 4-link stuff done. But I think for the rear, I was just thinking in my head, I have these AccuAir height sensors, and I was thinking either how, depending on how this goes up and down and how far it goes up and down, I can mount him at least either behind the bars, because it doesn't actually touch the bars itself. It's at quite a bit of clearance, or mount this in the middle of a frame rail to the most littlest pivot point on these bars and make a tab so that these can have the range of motion that it needs. And I'm gonna have to see how that's gonna work. So hopefully, yeah, I can just mount it like so and have these at full range of motion. I'm hoping that's gonna be the way to do it, but I guess we'll find out sooner rather than later. But that will be after I get the bars tacked up, the Watts link in place, and basically all the rear suspension on this thing, and then I can get onto these. I have never had these on the truck ever. This is brand new. These 4-link tabs tacked together onto the axle. Now we just need to do the other side and do the same process. And plus I gotta remove that muffler exhaust because that's gonna be in the way, obviously. Let's get to it. Alright, well, now we gotta cut this. It's the bed mount. We gotta plasma torch the rivets off so that we can air hammer those rivets out and then knock this thing off because we don't need this in the way because our 4-link tabs are gonna be right in the way. So, without further ado, let's get on to it. Did get the parallel 4 lengths tacked into place, as you can see. I just gotta break this weld, or I guess cut that weld right there and kind of bring this out because this one's almost perfectly zero perpendicular, whereas this side you got about 1.5, so it's gotta come out this way just a smidge. So, you know, not a big deal. I mean, worst comes to worst, you know, if I really don't want to, I don't really have to since these heims make up for it, but I do want to make this as straight as possible because, you know, at least I know it'll be straight. So, but the brackets are tacked to the axle and the frame there on both sides. The bars at both bars are at the same height. So let us cycle this and see how it does. Is fully all the way down, even though it would never see this at all, this height. So, but yeah, it basically did what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to keep the pinion angle the same throughout the whole travel. And yeah, it looks like it did. But it came out good, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm actually gonna, so what I'm gonna do before I even burn this into the frame, I'm actually gonna take these off, weld this completely out so that I know to get these surfaces flat with the frame. So that's what I'll do is, and I may have to shorten this down just a hair bit, maybe about an inch or a half inch, just because I want it to be, you know, directly center with the axle. So just for looks. And so let's check this out. Alright, well, kind of did this off camera because I was very focusing on getting this thing straight and parallel one way or another. But I was able to get this C-notch this way straight. I actually took a tape measure from this corner to that corner, then that corner to this corner to get squareness, and I was within, it was about an 1/8 inch off, which I you know, take that than anything. But, and you know, once you weld it, it's going to change a little bit. So, but everything is square. As you can see, the bubble level on the frame rails is exactly in the center, as well as on the C-notch is a little bit off, but pretty dead nuts. So, and then you can actually see the clearance for the bed floor that's going to sit on top of this. The bed's just going to, this is pretty much where the bed floor is going to be, and you can see I got plenty of clearance there, and this is in the fully laid out position on both sides, so that's good to go. I measured from the drum to the inner drum to the frame rail, as well as this, you know, actual surface part to the frame rail, and it's dead nuts at, like, I think it was 7 1/8, which is perfect. And then I also measured these tabs, and this is about an inch and 1/16 on both sides. Perfect. So pretty much everything is ready to go. I need to source some stuff for the Watts link and any center bushing that actually pivots in the middle. I have the 2 outer Heim joints and the 2 inner ones. So I'll just need to figure out where my ride height is. I am pretty happy how it turned out. I think I am going to end this video here, and we will continue on to doing the Watts link in the rear after I get a couple of stuff like the bushings and template to plasma cut it out of that 3/16 plate. And yeah, we'll see. We are going to end the video off here. So if you enjoy this video, please hit the like button and subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can get notified every time I upload these types of videos. And yeah, take care.